Well, I was answering questions from Let's Go Help members today, and one wanted to know the best places to get the money to buy a house. And we have a report that's really big that shows you all the places. But what I wanted to do is get them a short list of the bases to touch, because otherwise people are going to go to Google and look for down payment money or closing cost money or buy a house. And all you're going to run into are people that want to sell you money, sell you houses, or whatever. And that's why I think it's best to stay away from Google until you find all the free stuff. And I put together a list of the 7 places to start looking for free money to buy a house. See, these things you'll never find in Google because they're giving away money. You know, if they were selling money, like Chase Bank and other people, they pay Google to find you. So all you do when you go to Google to find something, or a real estate agent, or somebody's going to make money off of you, is what Google's about. But you don't have money, so you got to save money. So that means you got to stay away from Google, because Google doesn't have the places that give you free money to buy a house. Okay, let's look at the places. Let's check them off, and I'll put this listing in the description below, so that anybody, whether you're a member of Let's Go Help or not, you have this. I think everybody should have these things. I think I shouldn't be in business, and the government should be doing this, but I've been waiting 40 or 50 years to do that. They haven't, so that's why I still got to make money doing this, because I want to get it out to people. Okay, number 1, HUD counseling. HUD counselors are all over the government, all over the country. Every county has a half a dozen or so. And here's the website, hud.gov/counseling. You click on that, you make an appointment, a live appointment, or whether it's remote or in person. A lot of times in person, that's the best way to get help. Okay, now the next one, and they're, of course, government, so they're not going to charge it. Now, Neighborhood Works. Now, this is .org, neighborworks.org, and they have a directory of all their offices around. This is a nonprofit organization that helps people with little money to get housing, okay? And that's what that's for, okay? The next one to do, and you make an appointment again. You want to talk to somebody who knows these programs and to can help you, because they know about their programs and they'll know about other programs. That's why you want to talk to somebody. So you don't only find out about their programs, but other ones too. They'll know about those. Then there's something, your state Office of Housing Financial Housing Authority. That's what it is. And here's the association that has a list of all the states. So if you go to ncsha.org and look for your state, click on your state, and talk to somebody at that office there. They have a whole kind of list of programs: buy houses, fix up houses, all kinds of things. Rental assistance they'll have, and everything. Okay, so that's there. Now here's an interesting thing that a lot of people don't know about, and the banks may not even know, and certainly your real estate agent probably won't. And it's the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. And if you go to FHLBanks.com, you'll go there, and that's the overall head of all the Federal Home Loan Banks Board. This is a quasi-government organization, and they give banks grant money that they get from the government to give to people who want to buy houses. So it's a stepping stone. The Federal Home Loan Bank Board gives the grants to the banks, and the banks give it to you. But what you have to do to find these is go to the Federal Home Loan Bank main office, find the regional office, because there are like 10, 12 regional offices. You go to the regional office for your state, and that regional office takes care of about 4 or 5 states. So you find the programs at that regional office. Okay. Now their website is FHLBanks.com. Okay. Now, I don't know if you know of Habitat for Humanity. This is probably the best deal in the world for housing. You put in sweat equity, volunteer work, and you get a house that's really 50% off, because they don't charge any interest. And now with interest going up, man, that's even more of a bargain. So you could get a brand new house for a fraction of the price. You got to get on their list, find out their things and everything. So you go to habitat.org. That's it. I don't know how they got that website. And the long term is Habitat for Humanity, and you want to apply for the housing help. Okay, now the other thing there, number 6, is the USDA, Department of Agriculture, and it's really the Department of Rural Development. They have a whole bunch of houses. You live in a small town, want to move to a small town, or live in the country or something, they got lots of great houses that not only have down payment money, they have closing cost money, they have fix-up money, they got free grants, they got all kinds of stuff. So here's how to find them. It's rd.usda.gov, okay? rd.usda.gov, and you're looking for single-family housing programs, okay? Okay, and now what you want to do, with a couple other bases to touch. Number 8 would be 211 and findhelp.org. Sometimes some of these nonprofits are listed there. It's a hit and miss on where you are, but you go to those websites, go to both just to make sure, and put in housing or down payment money and see what comes up. Now, this is a really great one. It is your Office of Community Development where you live, okay? There's an Office of Community Development, and it's your state office and your city office, okay? And them, you could find them. There's a lot of pronouns there, isn't it? At 211.org and findhelp.org also. So that's a twofer for 211.org and findhelp for find housing in there, and then just find your city and county community development offices. They have a lot of grant money for housing. 0 down payments, that $200,000 down payment, that's from an office in the city, community development. They're worried about housing, and every city in this country is worried about housing now. So that's why they're using grant money and everything to help people get houses, fix up houses, whatever. So you definitely ought to touch base with your city and county. Okay. The last one is Houses for $1. This is a program I've known for 50 years, and they still have it. It's a HUD program, and these are houses that the government got saddled with. In other words, they finance some houses for somebody, and they back the loan. The financing agency sells the loan to the government. The government's got this loan. The people default on it, and they got the house. They don't know what the hell to do with it. It sits there for 3 years. Nobody does anything with it. It looks like hell, so they give it to you for $1. And they usually give you like a grant for $20, $30, $40, $50 to fix up the house. So they got to get it off their balance sheet, whatever. So that's Houses for $1, and here's the link on HUD to find out more about that and follow up, okay? Housing is a big issue. Make sure you contact all these, free offices first, because you'll never find them in Google. You get tied up by salesmen, and you think they're the only one in town because they're so nice. No, the people who give away money are nicer than they'll ever be. So you want to do that. And if you're a member, remember, ask for the housing report. And it's really for housing, for home buyers and real estate. And down in the description is the 7 sources that I just talked to you about. All the links are down there. You don't have to give me money. You can just go to those links and start dialing for dollars, or dialing for $1 house, or dialing for a home, or just get out there and goddamn do something.